Good morning, friends. This is Jagir Singh Jabbal from CTA Corporate, and today I bring to you personal effectiveness. CTA Corporate has got two verticals. One is professional upskilling, the other is personality empowerment. Today's 5-minute program is under our professional upskilling category. Friends, to explain personal effectiveness, I would like to refer once again to the time management axis I have already spoken about. But just to bring it into context, there were two axes that I had talked of. One was the y axis, which uh, explains importance, and x-axis is about urgency. So you have the top of the y-axis talking about important things, and you have the x-axis about urgency. So urgent and important is quadrant 1, important and not urgent is quadrant 2, urgent and not important is quadrant 3, and not urgent and not important is quadrant 4. For effectiveness, we need to use most of our time in quadrant 2, as which I have already explained to you. Now we call this the quadrant 2 tool. The quadrant 2 tool, living with the quadrant 2 tool, means to be understanding how to live within the framework of your personal mission statement. So at all times, you have to be clearly focused on your goals, and this is possible when you are principle centric. So a principle centricity is required for you to always remain focused on your goals, be fully aware of all the roles and responsibilities that you have and carry with you, and to utilize your time always to balance between production and production capability. Now, there are six factors that are important for a quadrant 2 manager. A person who lives with quadrant 2 needs to observe six things. The first is coherence. Coherence suggests that harmony, unity, and integrity between your vision and mission, your roles and goals, your priorities and plans, and your desires and discipline is maintained always. So, in your planner, there should be a place for your personal mission statement, and that's around what you need to always work. Second is balance. Your tool should help you to keep balance in your life, to identify your various roles and keep them right in front of you so that you don't neglect important areas such as your health, your family, professional preparation, or personal development. The third is a quadrant 2 focus. This tool should encourage you, motivate you, and actually keep you always spending time so that you're dealing with prevention rather than prioritizing crisis. So, prioritizing crisis is living in quadrant 1. Living in quadrant 2 is basically about preventing your landing up in quadrant 1. So, quadrant 2 focus would ensure that you don't land up in quadrant 1, that is, in a crisis, handling urgent and important work. The next is a people dimension. A people dimension is giving more importance to the word effectiveness rather than to efficiency. Efficiency is in dealing with time, whereas effectiveness is a term which indulges in dealing with people. Importance should be given on implementation, not on the maintenance of a schedule that you might have made. My suggestion is plan over a week, because over a week you don't tend to get lost in the detail that a third generation manager tends to live in. A third generation manager tends to live with a daily schedule and focuses on priorities that way. A fourth generation manager has a more holistic view of things and a week is a better time to plan with. The, the fifth is flexibility. You cannot make your tool the master. You must remain the master. So there must be flexibility in planning always. And the sixth point is portability. Ensure that your tool is available to you even when you are moving around in a bus or driving around in a car. The personal mission statement should hold precedence when you make your planning as to what you would like to achieve over a framework of a week. Your personal mission statement, your goals, they have to always be coherent with the overall orientation towards a principle centered living. Yes, friends, I would like to leave you with the thought of using the quadrant 2 tool to conduct your management of time, and this would make a big difference in the way you go about living with a purpose in life. Thank you so much, and that's all for today.